naman the second part of the stoichiometry, which is the much longer procedure, no, of the stoichiometry, but when we compare it with the mole-to-mole stoichiometry. So, here are the steps, though natapos na natin ito on the third quarter natin, no, in calculating the molar mass. Step 1, identify the atomic mass of each element in the periodic table. Okay, so of course, when you look at your periodic table, nakita nyo naman yung molar mass or atomic weight. No? So this is for hydrogen, 1.007, but sometimes you can just use 1, no, as a whole number. Helium naman, 4.002, lithium, 6.938, and so on and so forth. Next step, add together the masses of each element. So for each element, multiply the atomic mass by the subscript following the element. So you already know this. Yung maliit na number, no, sa katabi ng element, so whatever is that number, you have to multiply it with the given atomic mass or atomic weight. So we have an example here, the carbon dioxide. No? So the chemical formula of carbon dioxide is, of course, CO2. So ang atomic mass ng carbon is 12.001. Ang oxygen naman is 15.999. So, since meron tayong dalawang oxygen dito, so we have to multiply it with 2. So, simple lang, no, yung pagkuha ng molar mass. So, molar mass, so 12.001 plus 31, since 15.999, i-multiply natin sa 2, and we'll get the 44.009 na molar mass of the carbon dioxide. So you can practice, no? You can, in order for you to remember, no, how to get the molar mass, just follow lang yung previous slide na procedure. Okay, so you have ammonia, water, baking soda, iron oxide, and the sulfuric acid. Now, we're gonna deal with mass-to-mass stoichiometry. So, as what you can see, medyo mahaba yung ating formula. So we have our mass A. So this is our given na mass. And we're gonna be multiplying it with a fraction, which involves the molar mass of that specific compound na given, no, whatever it is. So mas maintindihan nyo lang siya later. And then, if you notice itong part na ito yung mole-to-mole stoichiometry. Wherein, in an equation, we're gonna be considering the coefficient of the given the given and the involved na mga element or compound. Okay? And then, of course, we're gonna need to find the molar mass as well of the B, and then we'll end up with a mass. Kaya mass-to-mass stoichiometry. So we have a balance, no, na equation here. 3H2 plus N2 is equal to, or our product naman is 2NH3. Okay, so the problem is, how many grams of NH3 is produced if you react 42 grams of nitrogen? So take note, as what I have said kanina, this part right here will be our mass A. And what we are looking for, ito siya, mass A. And what we are looking for is the mass, no, of our B. So this will be our B, no, the NH3. Okay? So since we already identified, no, what we are looking for, we can use this problem, no, to show kung ano yung need natin hanapin. Okay? So, ganito siya. So, mass ng N2 natin, since N2 yung hinahanap natin, and we have to find the molar mass of this N2. Of course, since this is a mass, grams, no, yung involved. And then, we're gonna get moles of N2, no, since makancel na itong mass ng N2 sa molar mass. No? So, ang magkuha natin ng moles of N2, and then we're gonna multiply it whatever is the fraction on the balance equation. Just like what we did in the moles-to-mole stoichiometry. And we'll end up with the moles of NH3, or moles of ammonia. Since we have our moles of ammonia, and our target is to get the mass, no, of ammonia, we're gonna need to find its molar mass. So of course, it's still in grams, no? And yeah. So since numerator, no, yung ating moles dito, so ang moles na 1 mole of ammonia will be written, no, on the denominator in order for us to cancel this. And of course, we'll get mass of ammonia. So here are the step-by-step process, no, in order for us to come up with the answer from here up to here. So step 1, mass to mole. Okay, so our given mass, again, according to our problem, is 42 grams of nitrogen. So according here, no, sa ating formula, no, even here, same lang yan sila, the molar mass, no, we'll need to get the molar mass of nitrogen. So the molar mass of nitrogen, no, is multiplied by 2 since merong 2 dito, and we'll get 28 grams of nitrogen. So this will be cancelled, and ang answer natin will get a mole, number of moles. So the answer is 1.5 moles of nitrogen. So since meron na tayong moles of nitrogen, we're gonna deal with the balance equation. Tingnan natin itong balance equation na to. We're gonna deal with their coefficient just like what we did on the mole-to-mole stoichiometry. So this will be on the step 2. Moles of nitrogen to moles of ammonia. So, tingnan natin yung nitrogen. Ito yung nitrogen. Dalawa yung involved. Hindi natin papansinin ito. Moles of nitrogen, and dito naman ammonia. So, we have 1 N2 and 2 NH3. So, since ang given natin is N2, so we're gonna be putting the N2 sa baba, and ang numerator naman natin is the ammonia. And of course, if we compute this, no, calculate this, 1.5 times 2 divided 1 is equal to 3 moles of NH3. So now, we have our moles of NH3, or ang ating B, no, moles ng B natin. No, dito na tayo. Okay? Excuse me. Now, just like what we did on the step 1, we need to find the molar mass of NH3. So, diretso na ako, no? Kayo na lang mag-compute ng molar mass ng NH3. So, you have nitrogen and then hydrogen times 3. So, this will be for our step 3. So, moles of ammonia, na i-convert natin into mass of ammonia. So, since ang answer natin sa step 2 is 3 moles of ammonia, so this will be our given, And then, we're gonna deal with the molar mass of ammonia, which is equivalent to 17. And we're gonna put the moles sa baba in order for us to cancel this. And we'll get 51 grams of ammonia. Take note, 51 grams of ammonia will be produced from complete reaction of 42 grams of nitrogen. So to summarize what happened, no, from step 1 to 3, so ito siya. So diba ang given natin is 42 grams of nitrogen, and we find, no, its molar mass, which is 28 grams of nitrogen, and we put the 1 mole of nitrogen at the top, no, since this is what we are looking for. So cancel ito, no, cancel. Okay, so we get the answer of 1.5 moles of nitrogen. And this is a continuous process. You can use the step-by-step, no, or you can use this direct one. Next, step 2 naman natin, yung 1.5 moles ng ammonia, i-convert natin into moles of, 1.5 moles of nitrogen, convert natin into moles of ammonia. In order for us to do that, we have to look at the equation. So here on the equation, we only look at the nitrogen and the ammonia. So the reason, no, for this arrangement is for us to cancel the nitrogen. Okay, so cancel na naman siya. Okay, and then On the step 3, ang moles of ammonia, now which is 3 moles of ammonia, i-convert na naman natin into mass of ammonia. So in order for us to do that, just like on the step 1 right here, we have to find the molar mass of ammonia. Of course, we're gonna put moles sa baba in order for us to cancel. And we're gonna put the molar mass at the numerator since we are looking for the mass. So if you can compute this, 42 times 2 times 17 divided by 28 divided by 1 and 1, we're still gonna get 51 grams of ammonia. So this is how to calculate the mass-to-mass stoichiometry. This is our first example. Okay, so here is another equation, no, for you to understand further kung ano yung mass-to-mass stoichiometry. So previously, hindi ko na gipakita yung pagbalance ng equation, but if you look at this equation, no, hindi pa siya balance. So of course, we have to balance first this equation. So looking at this, what do you call this? Equation, aluminum, no, is 1 and sa kabila is 2. So what we need to do is to add 2 right here, no? So yeah, aluminum is now balanced. Looking at the oxygen naman, so we have to find its LCM since ang number of atoms is 2 and 3. Ang LCM na lang dalawa is 6. So in order for us to make this a total of 6, we have to add 3, no, as a coefficient. 3 times 2, 6. And sa kabila naman, we have to add 2. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. But take note, it affected the aluminum as well. So 2 times 2, 4. So we have to change this into 4. So here is our question. If 10 grams of aluminum reacts with oxygen, how many grams of aluminum oxide are produced? So take note, our step 3, we have to identify our given and 110. So here, ang given natin is 10 grams of aluminum. Take note, oxygen is just, kumbaga, used there or used to emphasize lang siya na it is present. But what we are looking for is how many grams of aluminum oxide. So ang given natin is 10 grams of aluminum oxide. And what is wanted is the aluminum oxide, Al2O3. So take note, this is our formula. Mass A multiplied to 1 mole of A over molar mass, and then the coefficients, no, coefficients B and A, B over A, and then the molar mass of B over 1 mole of B in order for us to get the mass of B. So previously, in the previous slide, no, so doon na tayo sa diretso na, hindi na tayo doon sa step by step. But still, we're gonna deal with step by step pa rin. Okay, so first, ang given natin is 10 grams of aluminum according dito. Okay, so the next step is we have to identify the molar mass of aluminum. So the molar mass of aluminum, no, is this one, 26.98 grams. So since we already have our molar mass, we need to find, no, the coefficients. We need to look at the equation. So aluminum is 4, okay, and then what we are looking for is the Al2O3. So we're gonna need to look at the Al2O3, which is 2. By the way, cancel pala muna. Okay, so yan. So we place the aluminum, of course, sa denominator in order for us to cancel this as well. Okay? And then we're gonna be multiplying this into the molar mass na, no, of this Al2O3, which is 101/96 grams. And of course, we're gonna put the mole sa baba in order for us to cancel this. Okay? So if we multiply that, 10 times 1 times 2 times 101.96 divided by 26.98 divided by 4 and divided by 1, we're gonna get 18.9 grams of Al2O3. So take note, in a 10 grams of aluminum, now we're gonna get 18.9 grams of Al2O3. 2O3. Ganun lang siya kadali. No? I hope you got that on the second na example. The third example, no, is this equation. So, of course, first thing na gagawin natin is to balance. But first, we will see muna what is asked or what is the question. How many grams of carbon dioxide are formed when 44 grams of propane burns completely in oxygen? So take note, again, first na gagawin natin is to balance the equation. So in here, looking at the carbon, so 3 dito naman is 1. So we need to add 3 right here in order for us to balance the, what do you call this, the carbon. Next is hydrogen naman. Hydrogen is 8 right here. Dito naman is 2. So we need to add 4 right there in order for us to get 8 as well. So looking at the oxygen, so we only have 2 on the reactant side. And sa kabila naman is 3 times 2, 6. Plus 4 is equal to 10. So ano yung gagawin natin dito sa O2 para maging 10 siya? So i-multiply natin siya sa 5. And that's it. We get our balance equation. So showing you again the formula. So mass A, no? So we need to find the molar mass of that A. And then, once we get our number of moles of A, so we need to look at the coefficient, no? Depending on the given. So on this case, we are looking for carbon dioxide. So we will look at the carbon dioxide. And our given naman is profane, the C3H8. No? So dito lang tayo titingin. The oxygen and the water na part, hindi natin na sila papansinin muna on this problem. Okay, so dito lang tayo sa carbon dioxide and sa C3H8. Now, step 2, no, given and wanted. So, ang given nga natin, no, is 44 grams of propane. So, that one, 44 grams of propane. And, upon looking at the question, we're gonna simple lang yung pa-identify natin ng what is wanted, no, which is the carbon dioxide. So now, i-put natin yung ating given, which is 44 grams of propane. So i-multiply natin sa kanyang molar mass, no, according to this formula. Ang molar mass ng ating C3H8 is equals to 44.09 grams. So we need this, no, in order for us to cancel it. No, we need this arrangement, no? Ilalagay natin yung mass sa baba in order for us to have a mole na answer. And then, i-multiply natin sa ating coefficient. Again, as what I have said a while ago, we'll only be looking at the carbon dioxide and the C3H8. So, carbon dioxide is 3, C3H8 naman is only 1. So, again, the purpose of this arrangement is to cancel, no? For cancellation. So, makakancel ito with this. Now, we're gonna deal with the molar mass naman, no? So, nandito na tayo. Molar mass naman ng letter B natin or what is wanted natin, which is the carbon dioxide. Okay? So, multiply natin yan with our molar mass, no? Molar mass ng carbon dioxide, which is 44.01, no? And of course, we're gonna put 1 mole of carbon dioxide sa baba in order for us to cancel this. So if we multiply all of this and divide, 44 times 1 times 3 times 44, divided by 44, and of course the 2 na 1, now we'll get 1.31 something or 1.32 grams of carbon dioxide. So the reaction of 44 grams of propane produces 132 grams of carbon dioxide. Another problem, no? So, marami masyadong problem yung isi-show ko para maintindihan ninyo, no? Just look at the videos for you to understand how to do things, no? Especially on this topic, the multimole stoichiometry. Ay, mass to mass na pala tayo ngayon. Okay, so we have our given here, and the question is, how many grams of hydrogen gas are produced when 6.5 grams of zinc reacts with excess hydrochloric acid? Take note, you'll only look at the given and what is wanted. Sometimes, these are just, para panglito lang sa inyo, no? But looking at the question, doon kayo magtingin sa merong how, so that is what we wanted to know, and the given naman is always yung merong number and element or compound na given. So of course, first natin na gagawin is to balance this equation. So zinc no is already balanced, as what you can see, 1, 1. Okay. Next is the hydrogen. No, hydrogen is dito is 2, dito naman is 1. So we need to add 2 right here. Okay. Looking at the chlorine is already 2 right here, no, since naglagay tayo ng 2 for the sake of hydrogen, but it affected as well the chlorine. So take note, this is our formula. Step 2, identify what is given and what is wanted. Again, ang given natin is 6.5 grams of zinc. And yung hinahanap naman natin is grams ng hydrogen gas. So take note, we'll only be looking at the hydrogen na part. No? So as you can see, 1. And sa zinc naman na part, 1 pa rin. Okay, so medyo madali lang ang steps natin ngayon. So first, ilalagay natin yung given natin, which is 6.5 grams of zinc. So this one. And of course, the second step no is is still part of the step 1. We need to identify the molar mass of zinc. So the molar mass of zinc is 65.38 grams. So we're going to be putting that on the denominator in order for us to cancel this. And then we'll be multiplying it with the coefficient that can be found no sa ating equation. So as what I have said, hydrogen and zinc yung involved, and as you can see, merong merong 1. No, understood na 1 yan if walang number. Okay, so ilagay natin yan. So the reason why the zinc nasa baba is for us to cancel this. Now, ang remaining na lang natin na element no na hahanapin is the hydrogen. So i-multiply naman natin yan sa molar mass ni H2. So ang molar mass ni H2 is 2.106. Okay? So, of course, we're gonna be putting 1 mole no sa baba no para makancel natin ito. And if we compute this, 6.5 grams times 1 times 1 times 2.106 divided by 65.38 no, is equal to 0.20 grams of hydrogen. So, the reaction of 6 grams of zinc produces 0.20 grams of hydrogen. Another problem, so ito, tawag nito, balance equation na siya, no, na given. So, merong mga instances na ganito na na-balance na siya. So no need nyo na siya i-balance. But, on this part, no, is merong dalawang question sa isang equation. Okay? So, the first question is, what mass of lithium hydroxide, okay, so ito yung lithium hydroxide, are produced when 0.38 grams of lithium nitride react? So, what we are looking for is the what? Lithium hydroxide, and ang given naman natin is lithium nitride. So, this one. Second question, how many grams of lithium nitride? So, ito naman yung, ito pa rin, no, yung ating hinahanap. And then, it react with 0.05 grams of H2O. So, ito naman yung ating given. So, let's answer these two. Okay. So, again, first thing na gagawin is to put the given. So, ang given natin is 0.38 grams of lithium nitride. Okay. Next. So, hanapin natin ang, tawag nito? Hanapin natin ang molar mass ng lithium nitride, which is, by the way, this is our formula, which is 34.7 grams, no? So, para makancel natin siya. Yan. And then, after this, we're gonna be looking at the coefficient of the equation. So, ang involved lang naman, ang hinahanap lang natin, no, is the lithium nitride. And what we're looking for is the lithium hydroxide. So, itong both lang yung titingnan natin. So, for the lithium nitride, we have 1. So, we're gonna be putting it dito sa ating denominator. And 3 naman for lithium hydroxide. Okay? And then, next step, no, we'll be looking for the molar mass of lithium hydroxide, which is 23.9 grams. No? So, if we multiply this and divide 0.38 times 1 times 3 times 20.9 divided by 34.7, we're gonna get 0.79 grams of lithium hydroxide. On the second problem, so ang given natin is 4.05 grams of water. Okay? So, since water is involved, we're gonna be looking at its what do you call this? Molar mass. So, molar mass ni water is 18 grams. And the next step is we'll be looking at the equation. So, ang involved is water. No, yun yung given natin. And we are looking for lithium nitride. No? So, water is 3, lithium nitride is 1. Okay, so of course, water will be placed sa baba para ma-cancel natin. Now, what we are looking for here is the lithium nitride. So, molar mass niya na naman. So, ang molar mass ni lithium nitride na is 34.7 grams. Okay? So, if we multiply and divide this, 4.05 times 1 times 1 times 34.7 divided by 18 divided by 3 and divided by 1, we're gonna get 2.6 grams of lithium nitride as an answer. Okay? So, ano na, last slide for practice no, or sample problem no, ng mass-to-mass stoichiometry. So, same with the previous slide. So, merong, tawag dito, isang equation and dalawang questions. Okay? So, isa-isahin natin siya. No, yung ating dalawang questions. So, of course, first na gagawin is to balance this. No? So, looking at the nitrogen, so 2, no? 2 yung nitrogen natin. So, we're gonna add 2 right here. So, papakita ko na lang sa next slide yung resulting balance equation. And looking at the hydrogen is 2 and 3. So, ang LCM nila is 6. So, we're gonna need to put, 3 right here. So, the balance equation is on the next slide. So, this is the balance equation of the previous slide na. So, as what you notice, this is the end no, of the mass-to-mass stoichiometry na video. No? So, I have already assigned no, your assignment number 5 for this topic. So, we'll answer no, for the last time around no, yung first question. No? So, how many grams of hydrogen are necessary to react completely with 50 grams of nitrogen? So, as what you can see, nilagay ko na ahead no, yung tawag nito, yung paano siya sasagutin. So, ang given natin is 50 grams. So, right here. So, understood na may 1, no? So, ngayon lang pinakita. And this is a nitrogen. So, since nitrogen yung given natin, so we're gonna have to find its molar mass, which is 28 grams. We're gonna put 1 mole of nitrogen sa taas. And looking at the, the equation, no? So, we're gonna put the ratio, no? According to its coefficient. So, N2, no, is 1, no? Since wala namang number dito. And then, what you're looking for is the hydrogen. So, hydrogen, we have 3. Okay? So, since hydrogen yung hinahanap natin, we have to look for its molar mass, which is 2 grams. Lalagay tayo ng 1 mole of hydrogen sa baba. And if we multiply this and divide, 50 times 1 times 3 times 2, divided by 28, divided by 1 and 1. And we'll get 10.7 grams of hydrogen. So, again, another assignment, no? So, this is assignment number 5. In 1/4 sheet of paper pa rin siya, which will be submitted pa rin on March 30, no? March 30 2026. Thank you, everyone.